Wow, Casper is 30 years old. The movie, not the character. The character is way older than that. This was a movie that my family had on VHS, and we watched it quite a bit. So you have to take that into consideration, that this movie hits the nostalgia buttons for me. Though it has been a long time since I've seen it, and I don't remember everything that happened. Revisiting it is a lot of fun, though. I do see some cracks in the film that I didn't see before, but it was a lot of fun. Let's discuss. First, if you're unfamiliar, Dr. James Harvey and his daughter Kat have been moving around the country as he's been trying to connect to spirits of the afterlife and provide them with therapy. He's going by the idea that ghosts haunt people and don't cross over to the other side because they have unfinished business. But mostly he's hoping to contact his late wife, who passed away several years earlier. At the same time, Kerrigan, a spoiled wealthy heiress, just lost her father, who donated all of his wealth to charity, but he did leave her a house in Friendship, Maine, which she believes has treasure in it. One thing though, the house is legitimately haunted. So she calls up Dr. Harvey to get in touch with the ghosts of the house and help them cross over so she can find the treasure that is within the house. But one of the ghosts is Casper, a friendly child ghost, who seems to be falling in love with Kat. It's his uncles that are the real problem, though, and are not so welcoming to the new tenants in their haunted mansion. Casper is a mid-90s kids Halloween flick with, at the time, cutting-edge special effects. You think that would be a recipe for it to age really poorly, but actually Casper holds up pretty well. You don't even have to really overlook any age special effects. Because they chose to embrace the cartoon origins of the ghost characters, I find that the characters in the movie still work. Stinky and Stretch are a bit too similar looking. I would have liked a bit more of a distinct design, but they were working off an existing template. At least you can't miss Fatso. And the actors do a great job at interacting with the imaginary characters. Remember, this was before interacting with imaginary everything was a normal thing that actors had to do. The movie is blessed with a wonderful cast. Knee-jerk reaction is to see Christina Ricci and see a pattern of her being in darkish Halloween movies, as she has a legendary portrayal of Wednesday Addams. But actually, despite the similar genre of the films, her role is completely different. Wednesday is a very exaggerated character and quite eccentric. But Kat is the most grounded character in this film. If anything, this actually showed the world that she could play a down-to-earth protagonist. And she is as good, if not better, than many of her adult counterparts. We've also got Bill Pullman, a year before he became the alien-destroying president, but years after he was Lone Star, whose Schwartz was as big as mine. And he's extremely earnest in the role. He hams it up later as he plays himself drunk, but his fatherly moments with Kat are quite touching. Anyway, the human villains are cartoonishly evil, the ghosts are literal cartoon characters, and best of all, Malachi Pearson does the voice of Casper, and his performance is sweet and charming and perfect for the role. He really nails it. Structurally speaking, the film isn't perfect. There's a lot of setup between Kerrigan assessing the house, Dr. Harvey driving out to Maine, the family meeting the ghosts and everything. Then, for the finale, Casper remembers his past, Kerrigan and Dibbs kill each other to find the treasure, Kat hosts a party, and her bullies try and pull a prank on her, and it's a lot. The final act is really stuffed. They balance it well enough as it plays out, but it's all at the expense of a second act of the movie, which doesn't give us much opportunity to see Casper and Kat bond, or Dr. Harvey and the ghostly trio. Maybe it was too ambitious for its runtime. Actually, that is the biggest missed opportunity. It's something I didn't understand as a kid because it's mostly unexplored in the film. The idea of a ghost psychologist to help them cross over is a fun concept. And we don't actually get any actual sessions of the ghostly trio. I think there could have been some really funny scenes if they explored this. Just imagine Fatso talking to the doctor about how he developed his eating habits. Stuff like that. It could be explored, it could be very funny. That being said, what is here is a pretty enjoyable movie. There's times where the film is very funny, and others where it's incredibly earnest. It balances it all out well. And they keep the stuff that kids will connect with, whether it's the father-daughter relationship, Casper's crush on Kat, or all of that body humor and slapstick sequences with the ghostly trio. Funnily enough, though, when people talk about their relationship with 1995's Casper, one of the first things they mention is the crush they had on the kids of this film. Christina Ricci won over the hearts of many a young boy, and all the young ladies swooned over Devon Sawa, Casper's human form. So, I don't know, it's a fun movie, but that seems to be its legacy. Take that for what it's worth. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Happy 30th anniversary, Casper. Thank you for being part of many a millennial sexual awakening. Happy Halloween, everybody. Don't forget to check out our Patreon page if you scroll down into the description down below, and follow all of our social media links as well. I'd love to see ya. Goodbye.